Hey gang, today we're going to do All the Young Dudes by Mott the Hoople, song written by Bowie for them. Anyway, it's a really cool tune. It's always been one of my favorites with that really iconic guitar opening and then just great chords to it, right? So we'll go over the opening and the chords and have a little fun with this one. All right, we'll see you in just a second. Hey, as always, if you like this, press the like button. And if you haven't yet, subscribe for one or a couple of these every week. We'll see you in just a second. See ya. All right, gang. Let's go over this more or less line by line. First things first, you can download the tab from the link in the description below. It'll make your life a little bit easier. This one is mostly just the intro and, well, it's entirely just the intro and the chords, where we'll show the verse and the chorus. All right. So let's go over the intro first. Very cool. I believe it's Mick Ronson on guitar playing this intro, and it may not be tough, but boy, is it ever iconic and just it's perfect, right? All right, so here it is. We'll play it kind of slowly. All right. So, yes, I did use an effect there at the end, but I'll show you how to do that. If you don't have that effect, I used a harmonizer, and I harmonized it in thirds. All right, so the first part, that's just a D triad here. So we're playing first string 14, second string 15, third string 14. You'll see that outlines a D chord perfectly. Back to the top. And then second string 17, we're going to bend that up. And that's a whole step. Okay, and then 14, and then we're going to go down again. 15, 12, third string 11. Back to the 15 on the second, and then on the 14, we're going to bend that up a half step repeatedly. 12, 10. Now, I should say, you can just think of that as a B minor arpeggio, even though I played it like this. You can play it. You'll recognize that as a B minor chord. All right. So that's what we've got so far. Now, there's a slide up on the second string, up to the 14th. Okay, that's a cool line. I don't know if he muffed that one a little bit or if that's exactly the way he wanted to play it, but that's how I'm playing it like I'm trying to play it like it's on the record. So we're going to slide up from 10 to 14, play it 3 times, and then on the 4th time, you're going to pull it off to 13, and then 12, 10, 11, 10. All right, so like this. Okay, and then back up to the 14th again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you can play. There's a slide here. We're going to play 16 on the 3rd, slide down to 14 on the 3rd. And then I'm going to bend up on the 15th a whole step. Now, what's going on there is it's harmonized in thirds. So I stepped on my harmonizer, which I have in the key of D, and I'm harmonizing it in thirds. Kind of has that Queen sound and a Brian May sound. Okay, anyway, if you harmonize it in thirds, you can easily do that with 2 separate guitars if you want. It's on the second string 15. We're going to bend that up a whole step. And then the third away would be the first string on the 14th fret. And if we bend that up a whole string, a whole step, you'll see. And it's really just kind of going up like this. Of course, it sounds better if you bend it, but that's really what it is. It's kind of like bending from a D to an E chord. All right, so that's the whole thing. Let's play it again slowly. All right. That's it for the intro solo. Let's now go over the chords to the verse. Now the chords, let me turn this down so we can get, so we can hear the chords a little bit better. The chords are really cool on this song. It's sort of like Pachelbel's Canon, but with a twist. Okay, so this is all in D, and so we're going to start out with our D. Okay, and you know, if you're playing along with an organ, by the way, I hope you were impressed by that sound. I was cheating though, and I'll show you how I cheated at the very end, okay? To get that organ sound. And anyway, if you're playing with an organ or a full band, you're going to be mostly playing bass notes. But if you don't have an organ in the band, you're probably going to want to arpeggiate these chords. So the first one is a D. And if you just play on the 4, 3, and 2 strings, kind of 4, 3, 2, 3, that works. And then we're going to move the bass note from D to a C sharp. So it's a D with a C sharp in the bass. And notice I'm playing the 5th string and then the second, and then the 3rd and 2nd and 3rd again. Now we're going to play a D with a B in the bass. Okay, now a D with an A in the bass. All right, so it goes like this. And because of that descending bass line, it kind of sounds a little bit like Pachelbel's Canon. All right, then we're going to go to F minor. To an A. You can suss that if you want. Sounds great. Okay, then we're going to go same thing again. D with a C sharp in the bass, D with a B in the bass, D with an A in the bass, F sharp minor, A. Okay, now we're going to go to an E. An E minor 7. Now, I'm just playing the top strings there. The full E minor 7 would be like this. Lots of different ways you could play that. You can play it in different places on the fretboard, right? You're probably used to seeing that. But this is one where we're playing the top 2 on the 3rd fret. Top 2 strings on the 3rd fret. So a little bit of theory. E minor 7th is the root, the flatted 3rd, the 5th, and the flatted 7th. So if you get all those in there, you'll find that those notes all fit. So anyway, E minor to E minor 7. And now it changes a bit. It goes F sharp. Okay, not F sharp minor as we had before. Bowie was a great songwriter, and so he composed this. Very cool. All right, so after that F sharp, we're going to go B minor. B minor with an A bass. That's easy enough because you can just kind of lift up that on that second, on the 5th string, 2nd fret, lift it up. Okay, then simple resolution, we're going to go to G, D, and then A. And I sussed that, and we're going to do it again. So that's it for the verse, okay? So let me play it again. I'll try and play it a little bit slowly, but I'll play the whole thing and I'll call out the chords. So, well, the computer went to sleep and shut down the video. That's always fun, so I got to redo it. All right. Anyway, here we'll go. I'm going to play the chords one more time through, and I'll kind of call them out the best I can as I go through it, okay? So here we go. So D, D with a C sharp and a bass, D with a B and a bass, D with an A and a bass, F sharp minor, A, Sussex, D with a C sharp and a bass, D with a B and a bass, D with an A and a bass, F sharp minor, A, E minor, minor 7, F sharp, B minor, A, G, D, A, Sussex, A, and Sussex. All right, so that's the verse. Now let's go over the chorus. The chorus is really the genius part of this. Okay, so it starts out kind of the same. It starts out with a D, D with a C sharp in the bass, D with a B in the bass, D with an A in the bass. That's all the same as before, but now it takes a different flavor because it goes to an A minor chord. A minor with a G in the bass, F, C with an E in the bass, and then the 4 chords in sequence to get back to the top, which is G, C, A, and then D. And it starts all over. All right. Now, one cool thing that you can do that I like to do on this, and if you listen to the song, it's being done by the guitarist, is simply on that thing where it's going G, C, A, D, to not have it so stilted, just play that ascending bass line from on the 5th string, which is really ascending in thirds and roots. So if we play this, which is just starting from the 2nd fret and walking up to the 5th, which is then the root of the D chord, right? You can play that opened as well. Right? Anyway, way cool. I love it, and I hope you do too. Yeah, I've always loved this. All right, now I'm going to show you my secret weapon, how I did this before. All right, gang, here's my cheat. It's the B9 organ pedal, Electro Harmonics. A friend of mine had this, and I traded him for it, traded some equipment for it, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a fun pedal. It really does the organ amazingly well, and yeah, it's a cheat. So anyway, pretty cool. All right, gang. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. Like I said, it's not exactly difficult, but it's really a cool tune, and it's a lot of fun to learn it. All right, well, we'll see you on down the road.